Alright everyone, welcome to another session on Python. Last week we looked at... What did we look at last week? We looked at odd numbers and carbon... Actually, I need to send an email to OUCC for taking off their exams offline, because that's pretty annoying, isn't it? So we're going to go to Hall of Education. Hall of Education, OUCC. Hall of Learning. Halls of Learning, sorry. Halls of Learning, OUCC. So actually, if you have time, you should do these Bebr's challenges as well. These are really, really good for your problem solving. OUCC Round 1, Practice A, Senior. Grades 10 to 11. Let's hit start. Let's do an easy one first. Let's do Farenheit. Okay, so Hamish wants to send some of his recipes to a friend in America. Obviously, the guys in America, I know you are 80% of my viewership, but I know the Fahrenheit temperature system is a little bit puzzling for me. So that's why I would write a program like this, right? Okay, so he decides to make a quick calculator to convert the temperatures in his recipes from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit to make it easier for his friend to use. So the temperature in Fahrenheit is equal to the temperature in Celsius times 9/5 plus 32. So we write a program that converts the temperature in degrees Celsius to temperature in Fahrenheit. The input format will be integers provided from ranges -300 to +300. And we have to output positive or negative decimals. It's also required that when the answer has no decimal component, such as 13.0, the output should be in the form of an integer, such as 13. Example input 20 should be 68. Okay, so that is the hard bit right there. Okay, so not only do you have to make it a number that has a decimal component, you also have to turn it into an integer if it's not a decimal. Okay, so let's check it. Let's put an example input 20, and we need to output 68. So degrees Celsius equals int input. That's going to get me my degrees Celsius, and then degrees Fahrenheit equals, what is it? Degrees Celsius multiplied by 9/5 Just going to put brackets around everything, just in case the calculation order is not what we expect. Oh, excuse me. 32. So, and then if... So now I got to check if it's a whole number or not. How do I check if it's a whole number? Well, what I can do is I can multiply the result by 10. And then if it is divisible by 10, then it is a whole number. It's just a trick that I invented, but you know, maybe a lot of people use it. But I feel like I invented this trick because I came up with it when I was still a EA junior programmer. If degrees Fahrenheit multiplied by 10 is divisible by 10, then that means it is a whole number. So we just go print the integer of degrees Fahrenheit. else, print degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. I'm going to run it first to see if it comes out with 68. Show output. And yes, it comes out with 68. So, it should be the right answer. Waiting, waiting. Come on. Come on. Come on. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. 4 out of, sorry, it's 4 out of 4. Yes! Awesome. First time. Alright. Okay, so, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's have a look now at interest. I remember doing this. Okay. I think I did this in blocks though. Keen Saver wants to put $10,000 into a saver account that earns 2% interest a year. At the end of 5 years, there will be $11,040.81. Did you know that Albert Einstein once said that if you leave your money in a bank for long enough, the interest will keep on compounding on each other and give you lots and lots of money? Just in case you didn't know that, right? If you put $100 in the bank and you had 2% interest, that means at the end of the year, you get an extra $2 just for putting your $100 in the bank. But why would they do that? Why would a bank give you that money? Well, it's because they want to encourage you to put money in the bank. Because when you put money in the bank, then the bank has extra money. And what do they do with that money? They're going to lend that money to you. You're supposed to be keeping your money in the bank, right? Well, the bank is going to earn interest from that. Because a third person who borrows your $100 doesn't return $100 at the end of the year. They have to return, say, $110 or $106. Okay? So the bank will earn $6 from the $100 that they lend to someone, but then they give only, so it takes as an input MD, then I, then Y. So 10,000, 2.05. M equals integer of input. I is equal to a float of input because it's a decimal, and Y is the number of years. So how many times do I have to compound this? I've got to compound this 5 times. So I go for I in range. Here is a trick. They made it so that you do a little bit of an error here. What is this error? Normally when we do a loop, we go for I in range, right? But then they already made I a variable, which is very sneaky of them. Okay, so you can't use the same variable name. J in range, Y. For J in range, and then I'm going to compound this 5 times, so 5 years, all right? Equals, that means whatever I am right now, I'm going to multiply that by 1 plus I. 1 plus I. So it was a 2%. No, 100 plus I divided by 100. So it's 100 plus I, so it's 100% plus I, which is like 2%, right? Divide that by 100. Yes. Yes, that's correct. For J in range, right? And then multiply, and then print M, I believe. This should be Oh, hold on. What do I have to return? Program to output the final value, round it to the nearest whole pound. So, round. Like that. Let's see if this is anywhere close. 11,041 is what we're looking for. Show the output. Show the output. Yes, 11,041. If I submit the code, it should give me a right answer. Come on. Ooh, 6 points. Big money, big money, big money. 6 points. Come on. Come on. I don't know why. Don't know why it's so slow. Maybe it's a global OUCC outage. I've passed everything. Full score. Okay. All right. That's our Python session for today. I hope you all had fun. And I hope you all learned a little bit about money. Okay. That's it for today. I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.